They're about to reach the outer perimeter! Don't let them get away!
Let's go! My reputation is on the line here, people. I want those two back in a prison cell within the hour, or it'll be all of you instead!
This way, Dr. Zaborowski! Our great escape is nearly complete. 7 years we've planned for this, and soon it will be a day remembered by generations to come!
It is an honor to serve you, Master. My loyalty will remain with you until I give my last breath.
Save that breath for now, Dr. Zaborowski, and hand me the fence-cutting clippers.
There they are! After them!
Make haste, Dr. Zaborowski! Run! See you in another 11 years, Warden.
Open fire!
You'll need more than bullets to stop me, Warden.
Damn it! Damn that man! Well, what are you fools waiting for? He's heading into the forest. After him!
What's that sound?
My God!
What is that thing?
It's a bloody gyrocopter, you imbeciles!
I hope you enjoy my parting gift, Warden.
Damn you, Mr. Todd!
So where to now, Master?
To the river city of Peoria, of course, for I have much unfinished business to attend to.
Have you ever been there before, Master?
Why, it's only where I got my advanced degree in evil. Now enough chit-chat! Set gyroscopic telemetry scopes to 30 degrees north, 60 degrees east!
Aye, Master.
Breaking news from RCN, and I'm Larry Larson. Yesterday, criminal mastermind Mr. Todd has made a theatrical escape from a state maximum security prison facility, and as of now, his whereabouts remain unknown. The warden of the prison remains convinced that he will head to Peoria to continue his quest for revenge, but the warden has been mostly discredited after losing his job because of the incident. Many would agree, following the annihilation of his prison, that his reputation was literally blown to bits. The following is a statement released by the warden prior to his conviction for incompetence.
We could have stopped him, I tell you. All we needed was a police helicopter, and we could have blasted him right out of the sky, I tell you. But no! You greedy politicians had to cut the funding for our aerial support 2 years ago. And look what happened now. Mr. Todd is a lunatic and will not stop until the whole country bows down before him. I just hope by the end of the week, we're all still alive.
Following the warden's conviction, he was immediately sent to the slammer. As a form of precaution, however, Peoria is stepping up its security, and lockdown drills are being launched all around the city. Coming up next, the squirrels of the city are beginning to literally go nuts, as strange and seemingly organized bands of these rats with bushy tails are starting to rough up pedestrians and steal their wallets. Also, a no gyrocopter fly zone has been officially established over the city. All this and more, up next.
Yes, these fools will never find us in our secret abandoned warehouse base. McNutt, get me a nut!
Sir, but pardon me for asking, but just what is the plan now? I am a little confused on why we are using trained squirrels to steal people's wallets when we have a perfectly good gyrocopter to level the city with.
Dr. Zaborowski, I'm quite disappointed in your lack of imagination. Being a doctor yourself, I'm sure you can understand that any business venture needs proper funding, and McNutt has performed beyond expectations. He has successfully coerced the entire squirrel population of Peoria to join our cause. For you see, Dr. Zaborowski, me and McNutt have been the best of friends for 50 years. I befriended him after both his parents were kidnapped and dissected by the Bradley University Biology Department. Ever since that day, I took him in and raised him as my own. This was during the old days when I was still just a mere student of the evil sciences. I used to buy 2 burritos from the local Mexican grill every day. One for me and one for McNutt. Ever since, we have been the best of friends, and he will do my bidding on demand, much more reliably than any human ever could.
But sir, we still have 8 missiles left. Why, that's enough to—
Enough! Dr. Zaborowski, save your energy, for Phase 2 of Operation Liquidation is about to begin.
Hey Aaron, have you heard the news?
What do you want? I'm trying to get some shut-eye over here. Get out of my office or you're fired.
But Aaron, it's Mr. Todd. He's escaped and they think he's in Peoria. We're supposed to be on full alert.
You've got to be kidding me. They don't pay me enough for this. I only get minimum wage minus work study. I just have 10 more minutes until I get off anyway. It's not my problem. Are you frickin' serious? Hello? What do you want?
This is BUPD headquarters. I need you to go check out a reported disturbance in the Department Head of Science office at Olin Hall immediately.
Are you joking me, officer? I'm just a BU security student. What do you want me to do about it? Why don't you do it?
Sorry, kid, but we're stretching thin as it already is due to the city-wide alert. You do this or I personally make sure you get fired tomorrow morning. Now get to it!
What? Oh my god, you're coming with me.
Damn it! I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. He'll come for me. I'm sure of it.
I gotta get out of the city. He'll start his revenge with me. I'm 83% sure of it!
Whoa, Mr. Department Head of Science, what are you doing?
You better have a good explanation, Professor, because I'm not getting paid for this.
No, I must. I gotta get out of here!
Pull yourself together, Professor, or I'm gonna smash every last microscope you have in this place. And from the looks of it, they look pretty expensive.
All right, boys. I'll talk. Just do not destroy my equipment. For the love of science!
All right, Professor, we promise. Now just start talking.
It all began about 50 years ago during the Cold War. The US government wanted to develop greenhouse warfare technology, and when a curious young man named Matthew Todd, now Mr. Todd, found out about this, he decided to make it his senior project. You see, back then, both the good and the evil sciences were taught in order to teach students that evil forces such as black holes and antimatter should never be pursued. But you see, Mr. Todd, he was different, for he lovingly embraced it. I was a fellow student of his in that class back then, and his methods always made me very suspicious of his true intentions. Imagine it! Melting an entire city by releasing concentrated doses of greenhouse gases into the ozone layer. Well, Mr. Todd had perfected it! But the day before his project was due, the US government signed a treaty with the Soviets declaring that greenhouse warfare would be illegal and thus banned any further development of it. Needless to say, all of Mr. Todd's hard work became worthless, meaningless, and he received a failing grade on his project, and thus he could not graduate from school that year. On graduation day, he was not supposed to be there, but he snuck in anyway and beat his professor to death with his cane and threw his top hat at the school president, shattering 3 of his left rib bones. The BUPD head of police was so infuriated that he arranged for Mr. Todd to be locked away in maximum security prison where he could never take part in the evil sciences again. The evil sciences have not been taught at our university ever since. It was while he was in prison that he educated his cellmate, former convict Zaborowski, into Dr. Zaborowski with a PhD in mayhem.
So why are you trying to flee the city, Professor? It doesn't sound like he has any beef to trim with you.
It's not something that I did, boys, although I did always hate him and try to sabotage his work. It's something that I know. You see, I know...
There's something in the vents! Oh, it's just a squirrel.
Phew. That was a close call, boys.
Aw, look, he's got a little nut he's nibbling on.
That nut doesn't look very little to me. What the... Oh, where am I?
Good morning.
Oh my god, it's Mr. Todd. I gotta get out of here!
Whoa, whoa, boys, you ain't going nowhere. Now just relax unless you want them ropes set from stun to strangle.
Well stated, Dr. Zaborowski, and well done, McNutt. I could not have done it without you. Ah, yes. Now where were we? Give me the activation code, Professor, or you and your friends shall suffer a fate worse than death! For you see, not only did Dr. Zaborowski major in mayhem, but he also attained a minor in torture in his spare time. Now what will it be, Professor?
All right, I'll tell you. Just promise me you won't hurt anyone.
I'm afraid I haven't kept a promise in over 55 years, you naive fool. Should have expected this foolishness from a man who transferred from the evil to the good sciences without warning. What was your senior project anyway, Professor, for I never found out that part of the story? Please tell me. I'm really quite interested.
I'll never tell you, you monster. Capiche?
He seems to be in a funny mood. Dr. Zaborowski, why don't you break his funny bone for me?
What? No, wait! All right, fine. The code. She's in the Bradley Hall vault, located in the president's office.
Now, McNutt, while I continue dealing with these foul-hearted phonies, I need you to go organize the rest of the squirrels for an immediate assault on Bradley Hall. Don't worry, McNutt, for I give you my word that by tonight you and your friends shall receive a smorgasbord of burritos worth dining for. Now go forth and place General Squirreliums in charge until I have arrived. I believe we're finished here, Professor, and so is your life, unfortunately.
No, wait! Not the cane! Ooh! Oh! Ooh! Oh!
Stop! Why are you doing this? He gave you what you want.
BUPD, get on the ground. Jig is up, Mr. Todd.
You may have found my secret hideout, authorities, but I'm afraid you're too late, for the Battle of Bradley Hall is about to begin!
What the? They've disappeared? They're gone?
Quick, untie us. The professor's been beaten badly. Professor, are you alright?
Boys, there isn't much time. You'll find everything you need in the Olin Hall Laboratorium storage room.
What's in there, Professor?
It's my senior year project. Now go, quickly, before it's too late. My time on this planet, it's over, boys.
No, Professor, you have to hold on. Be strong for the sake of science.
It's too late for me. I tell you. Now go. And do this for me. In the name of science.
Professor?
Don't worry, Aaron. We'll stop Mr. Todd, even though we aren't even being paid overtime for any of this.
No!
Alright, boys, you heard the man. We gotta get to Olin Laboratorium. Now let's go.
Could it be? The activation code! It's finally mine after all these years!
What do you plan to do with that? You won't get away with this.
Oh, but I will, President Glasser. For you see, once I activate this code, which is ironically my old school ID number, The greenhouse gases shall finally be released from the Olin Hall greenhouse into a scientifically focused beam directed into the local atmosphere. The result will be the liquidation of the entire city as we know it.
You're going to melt the entire city? Are you insane?
Well, from the looks of it, it appears to me that I'm the only sane one here at the moment. Wouldn't you agree, Dr. Zaborowski?
Yes, my diabolical tutor of mayhem.
Well said, Dr. Zaborowski. McNutt, I want you to begin Operation Nutcracker at 1300 hours. Is that clear? Remember to take pistachio, walnut, almond, nutty chestnut, and professor nut with you, for they have all proven themselves as the most loyal mammals to our cause. Once the operation is complete, Dr. Zaborowski, General Squilliams, and myself shall arrive to initiate my final victory. Now go forth and capture Olin Hall!
Captain, we're finally here. You wouldn't believe the traffic clogging up the city.
Well, yeah, what do you expect when reporters like Larry Larison get a hold of a story like this, huh? They can never just keep a damn police matter to themselves, and now look, the whole city is stirred up in a panic. That's why you never trust journalists, Lieutenant.
Captain, we've got to get into the Olin Laboratorium immediately, or the entire city is finished. Finished!
Is it safe to go inside, Captain?
Are your boys' cerebral cortexes working right now? I'm not sending any more of my men in there. I already lost 15 good men today. The only 3 survivors that made it out had an amount of nibble marks on their bodies beyond our wildest dreams. What does that sound, Lieutenant?
Sir, it's coming from the roof of Bradley Hall.
My God, that's a bloody gyrocopter. I never actually thought I'd get to see one in person.
Where's our air support? He's about to land on the Olin roof.
There is no air support, Lieutenant. Are you mad? Do you even know how long it takes to train helicopter pilots? That gyrocopter, it'll slaughter them like sparrows flying through a wind turbine. Alright, you 5 are going to have to go in and stop him, squirrels or no squirrels.
Aren't you coming with us, Captain?
No way, kid. I'm supposed to retire next week. I can't risk it. I tell you, I won't do it. Now stop stalling and go stop that madman.
Alright, let's head for the storage room.
We don't have time to go to the storage room right now. You heard the professor's story. Mr. Todd specializes in greenhouse warfare. We've got to get to the greenhouse on the roof and stop him before we can do anything else.
Alright, you boys know this building better than any of us. Lead the way. And remember that if we make it out unscathed, then there may just be a good citizen bonus in the works for you two.
Alright, let's do this! Onward, men!
The greenhouse is right up these stairs, but we'll need proper clearance to actually enter the greenhouse light harvesting room.
I got your clearance right here. Stand aside. In my experience, the password is usually C4. Haha. Take cover.
Move! There he is! Stand down, Mr. Todd, or we will fire on you.
I was wondering when you 2 boys would join the party. As for you 3, I do not remember giving you an invitation. McNutt, would you and your friends kindly remove our uninvited guests? Attack!
Get them off of me! It's nibbling my fingers! It stings something fierce! Fall back, men! Fall back!
Professor Nutt, after them! Give them the most painful lecture ever imagined! Ha 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 ha!
Mr. Todd, stop all this madness right now.
Empty threats, just as I expected. I'm sorry, boys, but you're already too late, for you see, the greenhouse gases are being released as we speak. It's too late for the city, and it's too late for both of you, I'm afraid. I just wanted to provide my biggest fans with front row seats of their own destruction. Soon you 2 will be nothing more than melted nuts, or as I like to call it, peanut butter! Ha 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 ha!
Good one, boss. So, which city is next up for liquidation, eh, sire?
I'm afraid you're not going anywhere either, Dr. Zaborowski. For you see, when my tale of revenge is written into the university history books of the future, I do not want any jelly in my peanut butter sandwich, if you see what I'm saying.
But But my liege, what are you saying?
Enough, Dr. Zaborowski! I'm the brains of this operation, and I hereby decree that all the credit of today's victory shall belong to me, and me alone! Almond, pistachio, get him!
Now, wait! Get off, you bushy inbrats!
See you in another lifetime, Dr. Zaborowski! Why, this day couldn't get any better. Time to make my greatest escape of all time, boys, for I'm off to Washington, D.C. to take my rightful place as Mr. President. Come, McNutt. McNutt? I know, McNutt, your friends did their part, but there's only room on my gyrocopter for one of you. You can recruit new squirrel friends when we get to Washington. I promise! What? You don't want to live in my world? My promises are meaningless? It was supposed to be Burrito Victory Night? Fine, you want it that way, McNutt! I can't believe this betrayal after all we've been through! Oh well, at least I made a good investment by purchasing this gyrocopter Gatling gun attachment instead of funding your precious burrito bash.
Holy nuts! Take cover, Eric!
Revenge is a dish best served with hot lead! You want burritos? We'll try the taste of my bullets instead! They both go straight to your arteries anyway!
Aaron, look at this, quick!
What is it?
This greenhouse grows peanut plants!
Eric, are you kidding me? Now's not the time for an herbology lesson.
McNutt, quick! You and your friends take these nuts and stop Mr. Todd before he gets away!
Farewell, McNutt. I mean, it's not like we've been best friends for over 50 years or anything. No, don't worry, it's cool. No, I'll remember to stab you in the back next time I see you, too. Don't worry about me anymore. What? What the hell is Operation Burrito Retribution? No, wait! Stop throwing those nuts at my gyrocopter! You're clogging the engine, you mammalian mongrels! You all think you've seen the last of me? I will be back! I always have my revenge! Damn you, world!
My word! You boys have done it!
Don't thank us, Captain. Thank McNutt here and all his loyal friends.
That's great, kid, but it doesn't really matter now anyways. Unfortunately, it looks like it's too late for all of us. Scientist reports I just received state that at this rate, if greenhouse gas emission continues, we'll all be liquidated within the hour. Damn you, science! I'll never forgive you! Alright, boys, let's pack up and make a futile attempt to get out of the city with the rest of the masses.
But sir, wait! We still have to check the laboratorium storage facility!
Alright, but let's make it quick. We don't have all day.
What is all this stuff? Look at these boxes. There's hundreds of vials in each of these.
Look at this document. It says that in the event of a greenhouse gas emergency, to deliver these vials to the chemical factories on the riverfront, which can inject the counteragent into the atmosphere, thus repairing the ozone to its natural state.
Praise science. We're saved.
Calm down, boys. It's still too late. The roads are jammed for miles in every direction. There is no way we can deliver this supply to the factories in time. That idea is pure insanity.
I got it! McNutt! Come here, quickly! I need you and your friends to each grab a vial and deliver it to the nearest chemical plant. Now go! Move quickly, for our very existence lies in the balance!
This is Larry Larson for RCN. In news today, life in the city begins to return to normal after 2 Bradley security students saved the day through their quick wits and valiant charisma. President Glasser praised the heroes and stated that they would each receive the prestigious Badge of Bradley for their services to the city. Both students accepted the award yesterday after greenhouse levels were confirmed to be back at acceptable levels. Comm Major Aaron Adams had this to say.
Is that it?
President Glasser also decided that an honorary statue of McNutt would be erected on Olin Quad to commemorate the big contribution from such a little species in turning the tide against Mr. Todd and the power of the dark sciences. Thanks to the former department head of science, good science has once again been proven to be great science. In other news, the warden who was recently convicted for incompetence and forced to take all the blame for recent events has now escaped from prison. His whereabouts currently remain unknown, but he was last reported heading towards Peoria in a stolen smart car. This time, if revenge should come, it will at least be environmentally friendly.
Oh, I'll get my revenge, society. You just wait.